Hey girl, hey. Okay, so here we go. So I have been pleasantly overjoyed with the results that I've gotten from my new regimen. And ooh, girl, trying to make it across this thing, girl. And I've shared it with a few friends, and they want to know more. Hopefully this blesses you, because let me tell you what, baby, let me tell you something. Okay, for a long time, your girl was sitting at over 200 pounds. Okay? Long time. And we're going to go through some of these wealthy neighborhoods while we talk today, okay? Because we're going to do a little dream building. They were laughing at me in that store, not laughing at me, but they were like joyful with me when they saw me dancing when I got my food out of the chef's case. Honey, Karen Wilson, Central Market, Dallas, Texas. Love your customer service. Thank you so much. I am so excited to try my lemon, what is it? Lemon orzo shrimp pasta. Honey. So, not today, because today is water day, right? But, getting back to it, and I got a lot of water right here. For a long time, I sat at over 200 pounds. Mind you, I gave birth in 2016, 2019, and 2020. Before I gave birth, I was probably sitting at a size 10, 12. Probably most of my clothes were size 12. And then after I had my third child, I noticed that the sizes kept creeping up. And I was like, what in the world is happening? 14. And then I had to go to the store and I tried on something. I said, oh no, we're not going up another 2 digits. 16? No. This is not happening. It's not happening. So I got onto this journey of, Mia, you've lost weight before. You've tried all the things. You've tried Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem. What was it? Something started with an H. Hydrochloride or something. A little drop you put under your tongue. Back in like 2011, 2012. A lot of people were doing it. But stop and think. Stop and just think about this. So I looked into juices. I said, fast. I've got to give my body a break. So there's a company here, and kudos to them because their juices are really good, called Squeezed. I don't even know if they're still in business, but and they're not sponsoring this video. But Squeezed had juices that you could buy, and they would deliver them right to your house. So you don't have to go to the grocery store and pick up anything and lug them into the house. They're right there on your front porch. You pull them in. You make space in your refrigerator. And that takes a mind shift because, mind you, at this point in time, this is like probably mid-2021, early 2022. I have 3 children in the home who are not about to fast. A husband at the time in the home who probably wasn't going to fast. He already had his own regimen because of his own liver situation. And so I knew this was on me. I still got to feed everybody else. But if I want this body to be different, I have to make the mental shift. And at some point I need to post pictures because I talked to someone yesterday. She and I go to the same church. We're also in the same organization at church, this particular organization. And she said, oh, so what are you doing right now? And I told her a little bit about my regimen. She said, that's why you weigh 5 pounds. So I thought that was comical because as I know what a tinier me has looked like and what a heavier me has looked like, neither one was 5 pounds. But, oh, and this is what I'm driving through. So I'll put the scenery over there so you can kind of see some of the you know, some of it might be wealth. It might be old money. It could be middle class. It could be upper middle class. I think I'm going through here. No, school's not out. It's just a tiny street with a lot of traffic. So, but anywho, so I'll try to put a little bit of me in the frame. So I went on that journey, and it takes a mind shift. So anything that I share with you as my testimony, I want it to help you. I want you to be able to take it on and implement it in your own life as best you can. I watched so many things. Shout out to Chris James at A Healthy Alternative. Shout out to Dr. Yaki. Shout out to the videos. Gosh, I need to get their names and write them down. But the workout videos that I do online. Shout out to all of my certifications. Yoga Booty Ballet. AFA for my personal fitness training. Like Functional Nutrition Alliance. Health Coaching Institute. My certifications. Like, there's so much information out there, yes, but how you implement it and how it works for your DNA and for your body is probably going to be different than anything that's published in a book for the mass public, right? So you have to figure out what's going to work for you. And the juices worked, but also the juices were out of budget. Simply said, they were just out of budget. I loved them because they had like a fruit blend, they had a vegetable blend, they had where you could mix them, and then they had a spicy blend that was like, oh yes, your girl like a little spicy. So they had a lot of options, but it was out of the budget, you know. And at that point in time, we had let's see, probably a 7-month-old, a 2-year-old, and an almost 4-year-old in the house. So there just wasn't a lot of extra flow for me to go with the salary that was coming in, I should say, because there's some women who they got that. They got it like that. They don't have to work, and the salary that's coming in is, 5 households of a $75,000 income. So that wasn't us. So, and some of them over here at this park right now having a birthday party at 1:41 in the afternoon. I mean, because that's just life. It's just what you do when you live over here. So, but anyways, so all that to say, it was out of budget, and I said something's got to give. And I don't remember this lady's name, but I give her praise. Oh, y'all, this is my old street. Oh my gosh. This is my old street. I used to live on this street. Can you see the street sign? Oh gosh, I don't know if you can see the street sign. Turtle Creek. Oh my gosh, this is my old street. Ah! I used to live down here in Dallas. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just so excited. I know. I'm extra. I don't care. This is how God made me. So I love it. I embrace it. If you don't like it, don't watch this channel. Okay? But anyways, so here we go. So I decided something's got to give. And I started researching, which I'm so good at. Started being resourceful. Something's got to give. We got to make some changes because this body, honey, whoo, I am not trying to go up in the clothes sizes. We got to come down, okay? I'm trying to live for these children. And I also noticed that I was using my asthma medicine more. That let me know my body it was trying to do too much. It was trying to do way too much. And my doctor said it too. Like, honey, you're going to have to do something. This asthma, like, you're taking your medicine more. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. So not just the physical, but it was just like I could feel it and not doing a whole lot. Like, yes, I had 3 children that were, at home most of the day, all day, every day, but it wasn't like I was running a huge backyard, chasing after them. It wasn't like I was going up and down stairs, the 1-story house. Like, I wasn't doing any kind of labor outside of the house, working. So that let me know something was up. And it was, to me, the weight was the first thing that I could do to see and make a difference for this body. So I went to this lady, and I was like, surely she can help. Inside of her home, she had set up a studio to where she could sculpt. And she was licensed, and I found her on some medical spa site that they referred people out to her if you couldn't go to the spa. So I went to this lady, went to her house, and she assessed me. Of course, she could see who I was physically. And I've always been confident in my skin and who I am. Always been, I want to put on my lipstick. I want to look good. I want to do my hair. I want to, wear my clothes. Even today, being dressed down, I got on, a little polo shirt. Got on my my little low cut tennies, like, you know, my skinny jeans, whatever. So she could tell that I wasn't depressed or down and out, and that she could talk to me about this, and with the right tone, it would be well received. So she did. And what she told me was, so the services that I offer are best for someone who's wanting to knock off 5 to 10 pounds. And 10 is at the high end. She said, you probably want to drop more than that. And you know what's best, but go and assess your weight. But what my services offer, it's not going to benefit you. But once you drop a certain amount of weight, and I think I had told her on a piece of paper, and then seeing me in person and seeing my height or whatnot, I think she gave me a number that maybe if you drop like 40 pounds or something, like come back and see me, and then we can excise, you know, the 10 to 20 pounds off of you with like a sculpt session or whatnot. And she referred me to someone else who could help. So I did go and visit that doctor and tried phentermine for appetite suppressant, and it worked, but it also is just kind of like, I don't know if this is doing what is this okay? So GLP-1s did come into the picture for a short time, and then I realized if I got to pray over every time something is going inside my body, which I do over my food, but when it comes to a medication that's not even really researched and I'm being a guinea pig for, do I feel really comfortable with that? Not so much. So here comes in the mind factor again. Mind factor is, how bad do you want it? Period. Do you want it so bad that you're going to go and pay for a medication that's $200-$300, insurance gonna fight you tooth and nail to get it covered, so you probably gonna have to pay $200 or $300 out of pocket? Do you want to do that? Do you want to spend your time working to pay for that when you could actually close your damn mouth? Just stop. Period. Just stop. Just stop and let your body rest. And this is what I came up with. So, the rest comes in many different ways. But I got my notes here. So, on the first day, take your notes down. This is what you're going to do. On the first day, you're going to get all your data together. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to get on the scale. Today's date. I weigh. You're going to write it down or type it in your phone. And then you're going to, if you want to, it's good to take measurements. So across your chest, across your belly button, across the largest part of your rump, your bottom. And if you get real technical, some people like to do their arms, the thighs, around your calves, because that was something on me too that started getting bigger and bigger. I couldn't wear certain jackets and certain boots weren't fitting anymore. Like, what is going on? So anyway, try out all of those things and, measure all of those things and get your data, okay? Number 2, clean house. If you do not have the mental stamina, the mental capacity or bandwidth to not eat those chips for the next 2 weeks, they got to go, Joe. They got to go. There's plenty of homeless people that would appreciate some food. So pack up some food, put it in a couple of Walmart bags, and go out and give it to some people who are in need, okay? But clean out your food and keep your vegetables, keep your fruits, period. Keep your nuts, keep your seeds, keep your berries, your raisins. You know, start off with dried fruits if you have to. I eat dried fruits. Some people start their raw food journey eating dried apricots, dried apples, dried whatever. Start where you can. Some people are like, nope, it's not raw unless it's a fresh juicy apple or it's fresh grapes, not raisins. You know, do what you can. But make sure that you have in your arsenal plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables, leafy lettuces, some greens, you know, the mixed green salad, arugula, spinach, lettuce. Like, have all that stuff. Have your zucchini and your squash and your tomatoes and your bell peppers, and get some stuff in there to really clean out your gut. Get some quinoa in there. Get some broccoli is really good for cleaning out too. But get you some things to go through and brush the lining of that intestine, okay? So if you want more information on that, then comment down below and I can get some more information together and make a video about what exactly you want to have in your refrigerator. But that's the second step, is cleaning out your kitchen, okay? All those sauces and stuff like that, chips, cornbread, just because it's vegetarian doesn't mean that it's gonna be here right now, okay? We trying to do raw food, okay? As raw as possible. Which is why the video that I posted with the salad bars is like bomb.com, okay? And if you're a meat lover or seafood lover, I stay away from the meats during this time. I do enjoy meats, but I try to stay away from meats. I will incorporate salmon or shrimp here and there, you know? So do what you can do for your body. That's what I try to tell people. It's not one size fits all. It's definitely not cookie cutter, okay? So now, for your 14 days, this is what it's going to look like. Day 1, you gonna drink water like your life depend on it. That is your job for the day. Just drink water. Period. You're not eating a morsel of food. This is your first day of what it feels like to give your body a break. Drink water. Okay? Just drink some water. If you really want to do your body some good on the day that you're cleaning out all of the stuff out of your house and you're resetting your mind, which probably needs to be another video, is eat some of that raw broccoli. Eat a salad full of spinach and bell peppers and mushrooms and tomatoes, and you know, fill up on some of that raw stuff. You don't have to eat it all, but go ahead and eat it. And then the next day, day 1, is going to be your hydrate day, okay? So on your hydrate day, you're going to drink as close to half of your body weight in ounces of water as you possibly can, or a gallon, okay? On day 1 and 2, all that good raw food that you got in your house, the cantaloupes, the watermelons, the oranges, the apples, the bananas, the cherries, the pomegranate, the passion fruit, the broccoli, the asparagus, the zucchini, the bell peppers, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, all that stuff, you gonna just have a field day. Days 1 and 2, just eat all that good raw food, okay? And don't even make it complicated. I try not to make it too complicated. I know what I like. I know what my taste buds like. And I just go in and just make something. Like, oh, and this looks good. Okay. Girl, it be tasting good too. I do olives. I sure do. There are grocery stores that have an olive section. And you can go over there and get capers. I do capers. I do olives. I like chopped olives. I also recommend Kalamata olives. So if you're somebody who likes salty chips and you like salty foods, get you some Kalamata olives in your regimen, because they are salty and they will take care of that in your palate. Green olives with red pepper flakes. Love those. So get you as much raw food as you can and eat. You know, if you somebody, I got to eat 5 times a day, then eat your raw food 5 times a day. You got to eat 3 times a day, eat your raw food 3 times a day. If you're an OMAD, you eat 1 meal a day, hey, in your 4-hour, 2-hour time frame, eat your raw foods, honey, and get it in your system. Okay. Now, day 3. We're going to rest. And you're just going to drink fresh pressed juice. Nothing on the inner aisles of your grocery store. No Ocean Spray. Nothing over there that's called Minute Maid in the cooler section. No Capri Suns. We talking fresh pressed juice from the produce aisle. Or call up Squeezed. Get them to send you some juices for this day. Freeze some of them so you can have them for the next week. And as you continue this cycle. But you can go to stores like Whole Foods, Central Market. I think, where did I go the other day and they had some fresh pressed juice? Oh, Fiesta Mart. It is a Latino-based grocery store. They had fresh carrot and orange juice. They had fresh beet and, I think it was beet and carrot juice. So just check your stores. Over by the produce is where they typically have them. So fresh pressed juice is all you're going to have on day 3, okay? Now, on day 4, this is where it comes in, mama. Are you ready? Can you do it? Are you ready? Can you do it? What? Are you ready? Okay, day 4. No food, no water. Just live. Get a task, focus on it, and complete it. Complete that task, move on. Has it been something that you've been wanting to do around your house? Have you been wanting to change out those curtains? Have you been wanting to iron all that stuff I got hanging on my door in my bedroom? That's me. Yes, like if you want to rearrange your bedroom, this is your day. If you want to finally go for that 3-mile jog and see how rejuvenated you feel, that's you. Yes, you can go do it, even if you don't have food in your system since yesterday, because the juices are essentially food. It's just juiced. Now, you're just going to find something to do to keep your mind off of the American typical mindset of, I gotta eat, I gotta eat, I gotta eat, I gotta eat, I gotta eat. Because let me tell you something. Your girl reads a lot. I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of history. And do you know, if you go in your kitchen and you open up every cabinet and you open up your pantry and you open up your freezer and your refrigerator and just leave them all open and just stand back and look at that and think, is this how my ancestors lived 800 years ago? 500 years ago? Did they have so much food at their disposal? Look at all this stuff in my pantry. They barely had refrigerators back in like what? The 1800s? Did they have refrigeration? I could be wrong. Maybe it came in the 16 or 1700s. But still, y'all, that ain't that far away. If they made it and they lived, they created us. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. One day, no food, no water. It's called a dry fast. What you can do is put water on your toothbrush to brush your teeth. Do your best not to swallow it. Why? Because you are giving your entire body a reset on the inside. You don't want anything to enter because you want the body to say, damn, thank you. Need a break, man. Been working overtime trying to keep this human alive. Woo! Okay, let me reset. Okay, all right. Let me squeeze this out and you gonna pee. Oh, hold on. There's some gunk coming out of that intestine. Let me get that out. You gonna feel it. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, I gotta go. Do I need to go number 2? Yes, you will still feel it. Amen, amen. Things will have a chance to clean out because they're not processing anything coming in. Amen, amen. Okay, now, that's day 4. Day 5 is where I am with my water. You're going to drink water all day long. Drink water. Just enjoy some water. Now, there's something called sun charging your water. And if y'all want more information, y'all comment down below what you want more videos on, and I can tell you more. Because this is the kind of stuff that got me healthier. I dropped the weight. I dropped the baggage. I dropped the unnecessary marriage. the unnecessary spouse, the unnecessary abuse. And this was part of my journey to help me stay the course and not let stressors, which try to come in and revamp a whole bunch of stuff, try not to let those stressors get me off course or get me heavier. It was heavy enough living in a house, in a marriage where it was downtrodden and abuse was there, verbally, mentally, financially, emotionally, physically. We dropped all that. We dropped the weight. I'm at 150 right now. So to be almost 220 pounds, y'all, 3 years this September. Wait, 2026, 4 years this September. Keeping this off, man. And this is what you got to do. How bad do you want it? Brain, how bad do you want it? Do you want your heart to keep pumping? Do you want your blood to flow through healthily? Do you want your kidneys and liver and your organs to function properly? Oh man, there's so much I can share with y'all. There's a liver flush. There's a gallbladder flush that we can do. Like, if y'all want that information, you got to tell me, okay? And I will definitely make the videos for it. But let me wrap it up. Okay, here we go. Especially since I'm in some traffic. Okay. So, your day 5, you're going to hydrate, all right? And you're going to, again, make water, drinking water, your job for the day, okay? So, we out of the affluence, okay? We done crossed over 635. So, anywho, day 5 is drink your water. Day 6, you're going to go and drink some juice. Why are we doing it in this order? Because you just came off of a day where you had no food, no water on day 4. So day 5, you want to sip your water. Just 15, 20 minutes later, take another sip. And it doesn't have to be 15, 20 minutes later. The point is you don't want to guzzle it. Your body just finished processing things that it doesn't get a chance to process because it's always processing what's coming in. So give it a minute to get reacclimated to taking in water. And then before you start eating food right away, give it a minute to reacclimate to the juices, which again are food, but in a liquid form, it's easier for the body to take on. So that's your day 6. Now later in that day, let's say about 12 hours into the day, drink you some herbal tea. Still, it's light, it's easy on the body. We just came off of a dry fast. We had water one day. Now we can do juice with some herbal tea, maybe even some broth. And on day 7, you're going to kind of continue that on. Okay? So day 7, you're going to continue drinking your juices if you want to, continue drinking your water, but you're also going to incorporate some more raw food. Okay? So you're going to go back and make a big salad, or if you like, me, I had last night and it was so good. Mushrooms, tomato with, was it some broccoli, bell peppers, and I just made like a big plate. And you go through and you chew it up really, 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 really good. Get all the juices in your mouth. You don't go and chew it 2-3 times and start swallowing pieces of the food. You want that food to be just about mush as it's going down your throat, okay? That is, first of all, it's going to train your jaw. This is what chewing is. I'm not just putting it in my mouth and swallowing. That's unhealthy. Get it in your mouth. Get the salivary glands working. This is how you get full faster without injecting yourself with the GLP-1 medication to say, oh, now you're full. This is what you do. You get the salivary, get the body chemistry working, mamacita. Like, you get the body chemistry working. You get in and you chew that food and you chew it up and you chew it up and you chew it up and you like, oh, so this is what an almond tastes like all the way chewed down. Oh, this is what a bell pepper tastes like all the way chewed into mush. Okay? So that's what you're going to do with the raw food on that day. And you're going to do that for, let me see, this is day 1, 2, yeah, that's day 7. So day 7, looking at my notes. So day 7, that's what you're going to do is eat your gut cleansing raw foods. And simply, mamacita, all you're going to do is just repeat. You're going to go back to day 1 where you're going to eat your gut cleansing, back to day 1 where you're going to hydrate. Make water your business. Make water your job. Days 2 and 3, you're going to eat raw foods again. And then on day 4, you're going to have all juice, fresh pressed juice only. And then day 5, you're going to dry fast. And day 6, you're going to have water again. And then day 7, you're going to have juice again. We're starting a whole nother week, just fresh pressed juice. And then day 8, you're getting the body like, oh yeah, let me have some food. Okay, so really, out of that time frame, you have 2 to 3 days of eating. The other days are all water, all juice, or dry. Simple, easy peasy. But there's a method to the madness, okay? So make sure that you follow the method. Let me not say madness. Make sure you follow the method to the wellness, okay? That's what it needs to be. The method to the wellness. Make sure you follow it in that order. Go back and rewind. Watch it again. Take your notes and get started. And if you want to get started with me, on tomorrow, I will be, let's see, I'm doing water today. So tomorrow I'm doing juices and herbal tea. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, I'll be eating again. And I think if you want to do that, comment down below and we can go on the journey together. Absolutely love what this feels like. Today is Friday, April the 17th. So by the time this posts, I'll be at the gut cleansing raw salad day. Great day to start, okay? Great day to start. Get all your raw foods and just start eating them and cleaning out the rest of the processed foods out of your kitchen, okay? All right, mamacita. Love you much. I'll see y'all on the next one.